Hello, good day and thanks for watching this video. In this video, I'm going to show you different methods of resolving different types of JAMB portal login issues. So the first thing you should know is that when you have access to your JAMB portal, you are able to perform different operations and different actions on the portal. But if you are unable to log into your JAMB portal yourself, that means you are going to be visiting JAMB CPC Center to perform any actions or operations on your JAMB profile. So when you have lost access to your JAMB portal, it's going to create a kind of problem for you to access your portal from the comfort of your house and all that. So in order to avoid all those things, we have uh, created this video to show you different ways in which you can resolve your portal issues depending on the issue you have. So let's go straight to the video. The first issue is when you forget your password but you have access to your email address or you have access to the phone number attached to your JAMB profile. To know the phone number and the email address attached to your JAMB profile, you just have to take out your JAMB registration slip and you will see the phone number that is attached there and the email address that is attached there. So the first thing you are going to do if you lost access to your password but you have access to your email address is to reset the password through this portal. So on this portal, you're going to click on forget password, click here to reset it. Then you are going to input the email address that you have access to, the one that is attached to your JAMB profile. So in this case, I'm going to use this email address, and when I click on password reset here, they are going to send me an email within a minute, and it will contain the reset password. So I have done this some minutes ago, and I'm going to show you. So this is the mail I received from JAMB some minutes ago. You are going to see it here. This is the password reset. So you can see I did this about 10:17 p.m. So this is the email address attached and this is the password they sent to me. So after I did this, I have to log into the portal and change the password to the one I can remember easily. So if you are in this same position that you have access to email address but you have forgotten the password, just use this method to reset the password. So after inputting the email address, just click on password reset and they're going to send it to you. So let us go back. So that's the first method. The second method is the SMS method. That one is used when you have lost access to the email address attached to your JAMB profile in which they can send the password to, or they used a wrong email address for you or incorrect email address and you have no access to that email address whatsoever. So this one means that you are going to use the phone number attached to your JAMB profile to reset the password. Remember what I said, you are going to use the phone number attached to your JAMB profile to reset the password. So what you are going to do is to go to your SMS or to your message, and on the message you are going to try and send a message. 55019 is where you are sending the message to the normal JAMB number, the one we used to send command to. So that's 55019. Okay, someone has saved the number with this. That's why Truecaller brings it out. So on this, you are sending an SMS. Make sure you have at least 50 naira on the line, and make sure it is the line that is attached to your JAMB profile. So what you are going to do, you are going to type password like this in capital letter. You are going to give a space. You are going to type the email address that you want to reset the password for. I hope you understand. The email address you have lost access to, which is attached to your profile. So when you type it like this there and you send it, you have at least a minimum, let's say a minimum of 15 on your line. The line that is attached to your JAMB profile, they are going to send a response to you, which is going to contain the reset email, the reset password. So that means Either you are the owner of the email address or not. I mean, if they use a wrong email address for you, or you are the owner but you no longer have access to it, you can use this method. When you send it like this with the phone number attached to your JAMB profile, they are going to send the reset email, the reset password to you, and you are going to use it to log in through the portal that I showed you earlier. So that's the second method now. So this third method I'm going to show you is for those who used wrong email address, or they mistakenly used wrong email address for them. So that means their email address was incorrectly written. Let's say instead of 47 they wrote 4, or instead of 47 they wrote 2. You understand? Or instead of adding H they did not use H. All those type of errors. So this one is use, if you are lucky it is going to work. So what we are going to do is to create the email address that was incorrectly used for you. So for the purpose of this video now, let's say the correct email address should be 47 like this, but they did not use 47. They removed the 7. They mistakenly used 4 instead of 47. So what we are going to use to hold this email address now. You are not the owner of this email address, but we want to create this email address using Google. So you are going to copy the email address. You are going to go to the settings of your phone, because you want to create the email address. You can use other methods of creating email address, but this is the one that is closer to me. I'm going to use it. So go to the account section, click on add account. So we are creating a Google account. Creating a Google account. You click on it like this. Remember, we want to create an email address that they forgot to add 7 to. It is by luck. If it's going to work, we are going to see. So we are creating an account for personal use. I hope you understand. We are going to type your name. Uh, say surname is optional. So go ahead like this. Birthday, let's say 12 January 2005. Gender, female. Continue. So this is where you are going. This is what we want to create. So you are going to input this. It should be 7, it should be 47, but they wrote 4. So we are going to click on next. You can see that they accepted it. So let's back it. You can see how it went now. So let's assume they wrongly use 4 for you instead of 47. So when you create this email address now, and you click on next and you successfully create the email address, Google did not, let me use 47 and see what it's going to bring. You can see that they wrote the username is taken. That means the email address is existing and someone is currently using it, and that's my email address. So but now they mistakenly use 4 for me, and when I click on next, it accepted it. You can see that when I successfully create this email address, I'm going to have access to it, and that becomes your email address that is attached to your JAMB profile. I hope you understand. So let me back it and still use another thing to explain. Let's imagine instead of this, they now forgot to add H. You understand? So when I click on next, you can see that it's accepted it. So if you have excuse me, if you have this type of issue, you can use this method to resolve it. So even though they just use an arbitrary email address for you, let's say they just wrote something like Google 123. Let's say you are not even aware that they want to use you are not even aware they want to use email address for you. Excuse me. So you are not aware even that they want to use email address, because I received a message some minutes ago before I start this video that they just input the email address for the person because the person has not started using smartphone when the person was registering for JAMB. So they just inputted a random email address for them, but it's Gmail address, it is Google account. So for that person, the person will just create the email address. If it is non-existent, yes, if anyone has not been using the email address, Google is going to accept it. And when you use that method, the first method of resetting the password through the portal, you are going to receive every information, and subsequent information is going to be sent to that email address, and you have access to it right away. So this is what we have been doing. So we have successfully, if I click on next now and enter a password, they will accept it and I have access to it. So that's basically another method you can use to have access to your JAMB profile. So now I've shown you like three different methods now you can use. The first one is to reset the password through this portal if you have access to the email address, and the second one is to use uh the SMS method if you still have access to the phone number, and the third one is you can create the email address if they input a wrong email address for you, or an invalid email address, the one you don't have access to, or just a random email address. So that's basically how to navigate through different portal login issues. And the fourth one I'm going to show you is the easiest method. Okay, I was saying 3 before, it's 4 now. So this one is called JAMB CAPS direct link. So this one will give you access to your JAMB CAPS directly without even entering the password, without entering username, without entering the email address. So this one works perfectly well, and it's just like a click. So when you click it, it takes you directly to your JAMB CAPS, the interface you are seeing here. You are going to have access to your profile, choice of institution, O level, A level, admission status, other things are available here, transfer approval and all that. So you can see what I wrote here. So if you are in a condition that you have used the method that I explained earlier and none of them is working for you, you understand? You have lost your email address, they used a wrong email address for you, you have lost the phone number attached to your JAMB profile, and also you are trying to create a new email address that is identical to the one they wrongly use for you, and all those three methods are not working for you, this is the best method you can use. Or even though you don't want to stress yourself using those previous methods, so this JAMB CAPS will work for you, and it only needs your JAMB registration number. So this one works directly like this. Let me show you the ones that I generated this evening. Okay, these are the ones that I generated this evening. So when you click on any of this link, it is a personalized link for each candidate. When you click on it, it's going to take you to the caps of the person directly. So you don't need any login details. The link does not expire, and it only requires your internet connection, just like you are browsing and all that. So when I click on any of these options, it's going to show me the particulars of the candidate under each section. When I click on my profile, it's going to show their registration number and all that. Choice of institution is here, O level result, A level, and all that. And regular admission status here, and every other thing. So if you are concerned and you don't have access to your email address, phone number, you cannot create a new email address identical to the one wrongly used for you, please, JAMB CAPS direct link is the surest method for you, is the sure way for you. So what you just have to do is to send me a message. This is my number, 091 55 59 52 60. Just send a message on WhatsApp requesting for JAMB CAPS direct link. Requirements is just your JAMB registration number. The link will be ready within 24 hours sent to you. Click on it are on the link and have access to the JAMB CAPS. The link does not expire and you have access to it anytime. I hope this video has helped you. Don't forget the first method, you reset the password through the portal. The second method, use SMS method. The third method is to create an email address, and the fourth one is to use what? JAMB CAPS direct link. So I'm going to show you in the next. I'm going to see you in the next video, and share this video to anyone you think they may have similar problems or may be helpful to, and also send me a message on WhatsApp regarding any questions concerning what we have discussed and any other services you may need relating to JAMB, WAEC, NECO, and all that, admission process, and any other thing. And also, you subscribe to this YouTube channel. The name is Elijah Adeyemi. Please have a nice time, and thanks for watching the video. Bye.